right, Carve, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
We're just getting set up here, audience. Give us just a moment.
Testing, testing.
Sounds solid.
Oh, I cannot hear myself at all.
You can or can't?
I cannot.
You're coming up on my other monitor here. I seem to hear you all right. You didn't hear it at all, or was it just
I think it's
low?
just really low.
Let me turn you up a bit. Alright, go ahead and talk again now.
Testing, testing, testing.
So it should be at least a little bit better there. So it looks like we're still waiting for the Academy team to join the server here.
We got one.
Signs of life from Academy.
It's almost October. I'm excited.
This is true, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a array of different maps in October. Excited to see Nuke tonight, one of my favorites.
I'm new here too, though, so I'm excited for Nuke. I like seeing new maps.
Yeah, I have a feeling we'll be seeing some Overpass and Cash next month, and then eventually Dust 2. I'm sure will occur, if not now, then in playoffs.
I will also say I really do like this other team's name. You know, I grew up with Pokemon, so seeing the Squirtle
Yeah.
squad, pretty cool.
Yes, the Pokemon anniversary coming up, if I'm not mistaken. Saw that trending on Twitter.
Let's take a look. Says, when did it come out?
Some sort of anniversary's coming up. Some sort of event is taking place. And I think there's also some type of expansion or update with Sword and Shield as well. Not the
I saw
regular
that,
one,
yeah.
but a new one, yeah. So I don't know if that's
cool.
in addition to celebrating the anniversary, but I did see the anniversary anniversary trending this morning. I feel like a noob for not expanding more on it.
And as you said before, we're not, in the youngest of our years, so you and I both grew up when Pokemon wasn't even out yet, and then we got to experience it at the full hype. I think I was about 7 when it came out. You probably were about 8. I remember experiencing that for the first time. It was fantastic.
Oh, okay, 25 years of Pokemon is coming up. Apparently they're they're jumping the gun on this a bit since it's not until February, but
Who was your first starter Pokemon?
Charmander. When
Wow. See,
OG.
I was a Bulbasaur guy, dude. Like, I wanted to be different. He appealed to me, and when you got, you get like to the later levels, great.
And then I expanded. I think I started out on blue version but chose Charmander. And then eventually picked up my blue and yellow versions and traded myself my remaining starting Pokemon.
What was like Bulbasaur and then Blastoise and then Charizard, or Venusaur rather, between Blastoise and Charizard.
Yes, the evolved forms. But yeah, I did not go Squirtle at first. I went Charmander. Did not go Bulbasaur or Squirtle that very first game. This is relevant to Counter-Strike, right?
I mean, the name's there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's how we got started
it's
on
in
that, right?
GGPR, so it's relevant. We're keeping it in the same realm, right?
TSS. The boys. I'm not underestimating the Squirtle squad by any means here.
See, and we got legendary thing. He had a Venusaur, Blastoise, and a Charizard. He had all 3.
Wow.
See, that's the move right there. That's the move.
Yeah, that's the move I eventually had. So it looks like we're just waiting for a couple more members of the Academy team here. And potentially a coach. We'll see if either team ends up using a connected coach this match.
So we got chat all over Pokemon right now, though.
Yeah, do
So
I have
good
some
coach.
Charmander support?
Nah, come on, man. No one. Bulbasaur? Come on. Venusaur was great.
Venusaur was chill, but what are you gonna do when you game linked up with me with the Game Boy cable and then I just send out my level 99 Charizard to just flame breath you?
Man, I will beat you up with my
And you're
level.
just a tree.
Well, then I'll switch
Oh,
out.
you're a
Like, if
very
he does, then
you
I'll
are
go
a
Starly.
you're a very flammable Pokemon.
No, but Venusaur, he can hold his ground. Trust.
Bulbasaur was more of a it's more of a luxury item, in my opinion. Having a Bulbasaur was just kind of a flex to me. Because I would have even gone Squirtle before Bulbasaur. So if I already had a Bulbasaur, it's because I already had my
See,
Charmander and Squirtle on
my
deck.
biggest flex was beating up all of the Charizard mains with my Venusaur. That was my flex.
Yeah, well, you were probably spending a grip on potions and revives to pull that off.
Not when there's Giga Drain, yo. I can heal myself. See? Leech
Whoa,
Seed,
okay,
Giga
there
Drain.
wasn't Giga Drain in the 90s.
There was Mega Drain. Yes, there was.
Oh, but not on the level it is now, right? You can't
I mean,
just
it probably
Giga
was probably
Drain
worse.
an
It still
entire
works.
Pokemon. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see in our next battle. Looks like we're waiting on just one member from Academy at the moment. So we should be going live within about 5 minutes or so, ladies and gentlemen.
So I just did a little Pokemon research, and in Gen 1, there was no Giga Drain. You are absolutely right. However, there was a Mega Drain, which I'm pretty sure I ran with Sleep Powder, and Solar Beam and Leech Seed. That's just all I needed, man.
Well, I just had a feeling that the Giga Turn didn't come in until later, but I may have even been underestimating the Mega Drain. Yeah, see, Deer understands me. Bulb was just kind of something you had on the mantle for the boys, you know?
Ah, you guys are just haters.
Like you have the boys over for a drink and you're like, yeah, that's my bulb up there. They're like, do you use it? Did you ever level it up to an Ivysaur? You're like, nope. It's just sitting right there. Ledge. I want to remind everyone that Ledge is coming at us live from Montana right now. Part of our northern content team. We gotta give VIP to Deer as well. That's the boy right there. We don't want to upset any of Jordan's friends. Gotta make sure everyone's well accommodated. So, are we, is our fifth holding out? Am I gonna have to potentially go in again here, Carb? I say again as if it just happened, but I felt like I almost went in that advanced match last week.
Our fifth is just training his Bulbasaur to take on the Squirtle now. Type advantage. You gotta wait sometimes.
This is a tactic. Cause Squirtle Squad, they're just getting mentally drained right now. They're like, oh, what's happening? Why are they waiting us out? Although I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation. I'm sure our fifth is just potentially just getting home from work or somewhere else. I'm sure he'll be here in a moment. Unless there's some code red emergency Discord messages I'm not seeing right now. Well, honestly, even if this match doesn't start, I'm down to just chill and talk about Pokemon.
I can talk about Pokemon all day.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that. We'll turn this into a Pokemon stream for the time being.
Yeah, I'm here for the play-by-play. Carves here for the Pokemon commentary interjections in between
Did we
rounds.
just get our fifth? I think we just got our
Oh,
fifth.
there's
We get
Jerry.
it?
That's our all-star, Jay
Yeah.
Leader. I guess he gets a pass for being the last man here. I guess that's kind of like the quarterback showing up late. Or like if Kobe ever happened to show up late, even though he was notoriously early all the time. But someone of that magnitude, I suppose. Did I just call Jay Leader our Kobe? I don't know if he's to that. Let me slow down.
I'm still stuck on the Pokemon chat. I'm reading OG sequel with Mewtwo wins, always has, always will. Like Mewtwo is a different breed.
Whoa.
Mewtwo was the Kobe of Pokemon, so you can't really put him against Bulbasaur. And I'm saying this was a Bulbasaur Squirtle chat.
Was Mewtwo... Okay, so if Mewtwo was the Kobe, who was the Jordan of Pokemon? It could... Was it Mew?
Mew's the OG. There you go.
But Mew was a strange one, wasn't... You know, was that telekinetic slash copycat stuff really like
he was able to do everything.
OP?
I mean, but it was hard to get.
I guess a more stereotypical choice would be to say that Charizard was the original Jordan, but I guess it was Mew, even though Mew physically doesn't have that, you know, superstar type of appearance.
See, but my
Mewtwo looks like more of a superstar, you know?
Yeah, no, agreed. But see, my favorite Pokemon is Starmie.
How tall is Mewtwo? I think he's shorter than I think, but he looks tall.
Mewtwo.
He's probably not that tall.
He is 6'7".
Oh, he's pretty tall. I guess that is why I thought he was that tall.
Mew come in at 1.
Oh, you know what? See, and Charizard's only 5'7". What's going on there? We're gonna have to pick up this Pokemon height conversation in a second here. No offense to anyone who's 5'7". Charizard should be taller than that.
Oh,
We're just going in a knife here.
Right.
Well, that was pretty dominant. I didn't even want to say anything. I didn't want to jinx it there, but Simplicity came out strong. I think he almost bunny hopped into that second knife kill. He maybe even almost got a third one. He at least got the assist for it. But GGPR Academy, our intermediate squad, for anyone who's not familiar, our advanced squad played 2 days ago and directly before that. So, Academy team choosing CT, which I believe they're a bit more comfortable on this map. And Alani landing a nice headshot in sight there. Jay led him the headshot right before that, but unfortunately TSS getting the C4 down before our boys could get that ladder rotate. But it's not going to matter because Simplicity just slides in from heaven area with that 2K there.
See, I haven't seen Nuke before, but it seems like a very open map in the sense like y'all gonna rush the middle. Look at that. That looked insane.
You've played a little bit of Nuke with me, but yeah, in competitive it's one of my favorites just because there's a lot of these really tight angles. The Academy team's done decent on Nuke. I think they actually have a decent win already this season on Nuke. I'd have to check again what the score was. Oh, Yummy coming out with that shotgun strong. Noda and Yummy coming out strong with those autos. That was not something we see often, audience. As someone who's played quite a bit of Counter-Strike, that is not something you're gonna see very often. Especially not in a match.
Run shotguns ever.
I mean, there's been a lot more SMG play lately because the MP9 is a very viable weapon, and the shotgun itself is a very viable weapon from close range. Axe is already going for that AK buy, and it's paying off with that 2K there. Wasn't a whole lot GGPR could do about that. So this isn't necessarily an early buy for TSS because their money was already appropriate for it since they had that bomb plant. Drew with that nice angle onto Yummy. He knew he was gonna have a good chance at getting a kill from a rotator down vent there. And Drew's doing probably exactly what I would do right now, just making sure there's not going to be another rotator there. Oh, and he is going to turn back towards backhauling, get Simplicity, who was hoping to get a bit of a flank there. So Simplicity not able to get that flank, so J Leader gonna save this AK-47, which is definitely the smart thing to do.
Because this map does have these really small and sharp corners, do you think we'll see a lot of ops this game? Or is that just not something you think they might run? Or oh, I see one already with Noda.
Yeah, I just saw that as you were saying that. I think we'll see less than Inferno, but I think we'll still see Noda potentially opping it out, or maybe even more than I'm implying. But yeah, there was some team kill action there on TSS. Chad's taking 18 damage from his teammate there. It almost looked like he was gonna take more. I think it was actually a dink. I'd have to imagine that was hopefully an accident and not a slight disagreement. Either way, not a malfunction on our team's behalf. Oh, huge 3K from Jay. They're getting the fourth, almost getting the ace onto Drew, who's finally able to take out Jay Leader, and then Noda dropping off Silo and hitting that amazing op reaction shot. And this is quite a game. Wow, and did he go down to 1 HP during that? I was so distracted by his accuracy, I didn't even realize he had dropped that low, but that was an incredible round. So, Academy team showing off a lot of diversity so far this game. From the shotguns, to the AKs, to the ops, to some firm defensive multi-kills there. This just looks like it, looks like this is going to be somewhat of a head-on match at ramp here if TSS decides to play that out in the direction they're going. And Noda ideally is going to have to at least hit that first pick if TSS rotates, but they're all still in lobby. Maybe Raidza going to outer now, but that smoke... Oh, no, he's just picking up the C4. I was going to say that smoke at outer would have been dissipated by the time he got there. Door is down. Alani's at close vent. He's got Jay at far vent, who's lining up another 2K there. He almost landed that 3K collateral onto Raidza, who was low enough for Yummy to clean that up with the nade there. So Jay with another huge round, making me look good. I'm not exaggerating at all when I was saying he was our Kobe earlier. Nice kill from Simplicity there. And Drew is going to have to pull off something amazing here, and he's not going to have enough time. Does show some nice AK control onto Yummy there, but he would have had to start running out at least 3 to 4 seconds before that if he was going to have a shot at the C4.
I'm just going to read out what Legendary just said because I really agree with this. He says, the Academy boys are coming up with some impressive plays and continue to get better every game. And it's really awesome to watch, and I really agree with that.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that too. And Noda holding on to the op here. Oh, Simplicity barely getting his AK out in time. He had his knife out and still gets 2 kills. I know I sound so critical right now. Simplicity's going to hear this later and be like, dude, Ham, I made a nice play. Okay, I know. Just pointing out that he had his knife out when the enemy was right there. But what a beautiful round again from Academy. Going up 5-1. Noda's still holding on to the op, which means his cash is going up to 8K right now because he hasn't had to spend money on a rifle in over 3 rounds. So that's going to allow Yummy to just buy full utility. He doesn't have head armor, neither does Alani. Oh, Noda with this aggressive lobby pick with that up. That's normally something you only see in a pug or a very unique type of match. Usually not in early on in the match like this, but and certainly not with an op usually. But Noda must be feeling himself. Almost hitting that spam shot. He's gonna take 54 damage, unfortunately, from either the op of Drew caught him with a spam, or he caught some AK fire there just by corner of lobby entrance. Raids taking out Alani at the edge of connector there, and that is potentially foreshadowing some trouble for the Academy team here. 4-on-4 situation, but Noda still at less than half health with that op could prove an issue here. Ideally, the Academy team would have probably left a man closer at ramp here, but Yummy's unfortunately looking the other direction there. I think he thought he was going to get flanked from outer, and he didn't want something silly like that to happen. And so TSS able to sneak down to lower through ramp without any friction there, because Yummy was just a bit too far on that angle near ladder, a bit too far towards the outer side of that angle. And Jay Leader's gonna have, yes he does, I was gonna say he's gonna have to hit that control room kill on the Axis. He does. Chat's gonna respond. Picking up Jay there. Yummy's gonna have to fake. Ideally, he would have been able to stick it, but Academy team, I do not believe had a smoke to use there. I could be wrong, but either way, we're not able to line up those last two kills. TSS had a much better positioning there at the end of the round. Set themselves up defensively.
Noda got back his op, so we got another one. And we have Drew on TSS running an op, which I don't think I noticed last round.
And Raids might come up huge here with the collapse. Oh, he's only going to get one actually onto Alani. Yummy taking him out with the 5-7 and getting that AK, but TSS is already wrapping ladder. They're probably going to plant inner. And Chats is already up near heaven wrapping here. Axis jumping onto Silo. Looks like he's gonna hold onto Silo and try to catch an Academy member off guard if Yummy happens to rotate through door or vent here. And that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna take out Simplicity, who rotates up vent. Let's see if Drew's able to take out Jay here. If Jay ends up peeking, and Drew does get a nice reaction shot through the smoke there at stairs, right outside of stairs. And so TSS getting back in this 3-5 at the moment. So let's see. The Academy team decides to, yeah, it looks like they are doing a bit of a stack here because this is a save round. So they've got a Deagle and a P250 it looks like, and then remaining with those 3 other USPs. But it looks like it's at least a 2-man head stack. Or actually, that's a double 2-man head stack. That's a quad stack in ramp. That's a side-by-side horizontal quad stack that the Academy team has going on here. It's been a long time since I've seen a double head stack lined up, or at least on nuke like this. Let's see how this plays out. Alani's kind of the floater here. Oh, and Axis does a nice peek. He doesn't realize that it's a double though, but his teammates there to back him up. Yummy did get one, almost potentially got a second because TSS wasn't 100% sure about the remaining members of Academy there, but quite a round there. And as Sequel said, yeah, this Academy's throwing it back with the 1.6 stacks here. So it looks like this might be a tactical timeout from the Academy team. Yeah, it looks like they just canceled it. Freeze time going down to 11 seconds here. And I think they're probably just talking this over about how they want to go into a more conservative setup moving forward. I would imagine that we're not going to be seeing any more ramp or hut pushes. And I would also imagine that the defensive tactics of the Academy team at Outer will be reeled in a bit with not many peaks here, especially if they catch on that Drew still has that op. I'm not sure if he was using that last round. Yes, I believe he was actually. Is correct. He has had that for multiple rounds now. And some utility going down by both teams. More being put down by TSS right now. They're going to try to make their way into inner from connector here, but I don't know if they're just going to be able to walk. Oh, maybe they're wrapping ladder. Might be up to, yeah, Noda's going to get that first kill. Let's see if he's able to get a second onto Chats here. He's not. Chats is going to respond there. He had already wrapped pretty far around garage. So Chad's gonna have to pick up C4 and either wrap ladder or go connector. He's gonna need to make a decision right now because he's already made noise. So Raidza, his teammate, actually is the one who wrapped around, which means it's all up to Yummy getting that first kill. 1v2 situation. He knows that they're both likely here. He knows last man's here because he heard the plant. Chat's behind Silo. Yummy only at 32 HP. Can he pull it off? Not quite. So close. He does land some great shots onto Chats, who went down to 19 HP. But Chats is going to hold on for the dub there. And we have ourselves a tie match at 5-5. So it looks like Alani and the rest of the squad going heavy on the deagles here. Yummy and Noda also getting deagles, and then J Leader and Simplicity going with the 5.7s this round, hoping to maybe get some long range accuracy. Yummy with a nice little pick onto Chats there. He does get traded by Raidza, and it looks like TSS does have complete control of lower now, including control room, even though Raidza is down to 5 HP right now. So it looks like TSS is in a pretty good defensive setup watching the C4 right now. So even though GGPR has full health, not sure that they're going to be able to retake this. Not sure if they're even trying to. Looks like a save. Yeah, this is going to be exit kills. Actually, these players might be too far from each other for any exit kills here. Now it's just about staying alive. Academy boys need to get out of here. And it looks like they will survive. Do they both have a weapon or just one? I think only Jay was able to acquire an AK.
Yeah. Noda's back on the op.
Indeed, let's see what he does with that. Alani also on the AUG right now. I love to see that, mixing it up. He's going to get that aggressive ramp push and gets that lobby kill onto Axis. Simplicity watching that cheeky ladder peek. That's actually some really good teamwork from GGPR there. And I really like how Simplicity immediately checked upper ladder. That's something a lot of teams, even in higher divisions, I feel like forget to do on a lot of their lobby pushes. And I'm sure all of us have seen, you know, countless times. A sneaky T up there at the top of ladder on T roof, just getting a collateral as he's spraying down into lobby. So fortunately, GGPR able to avoid anything like that. My point being, the academy team clearly has each other's backs. They're all watching different coordinated angles. I have to imagine that a lot of this chemistry is just coming naturally. They're probably not clogging up voice comm too much right now because they're already fairly well versed in their nuke setups. Ooh, Kai's with a nice headshot onto Noda there. So unfortunately, Academy team losing their op there. And another trade going down there. Not necessarily a trade, but one down for each team, bringing us to a 2v3 situation. Now in a 1v2 situation. Jay does have head armor with 100 HP. He's got a smoke, a flash, a 5-7 as backup if he runs out of ammo here. So let's see how this plays out. Chat's with 34 HP. Jay fakes it. Chat's gonna have to peek soon because he doesn't know for sure. Now he knows because Jay fired off those shots, which he pretty much had to. He thought Chats was at least gonna peek part of his arm or part of his body there. Now he's yes, and he does stick it and get the molly kill at the same time. He came off for just a second. What an incredible play from Jay Leader there. Just the 200 IQ fake to Molotov to fake to stick. It's what you like. It's what you like to see, Carve.
You got off the bomb twice. It got me scared a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, I mean, I don't blame him. I was sitting there like, okay, so is he gonna get shot? And then to see the Molotov kill was just, wow. Maybe the TSS member didn't want to make noise, but I have to imagine he had enough room to at least jump over part of the Molotov, especially since he was coming down off the stairs. He had 34 HP still, so I have to imagine he could have jumped off the third or fourth step up and jumped over the Molotov, but apparently he thought differently. We'll have to go to the replay later on that. Jay Leader is at far vent, but he was spotted. He's still gonna pick up 2 kills. Noda getting Raidza down before he's able to fire off any AK shots at heaven there. And what a great defensive hold from the academy team again. Some more great chemistry where they're each just watching the angle they should be watching. They're not. What I meant to say earlier is there's been no overlapping of angles, which is always the sign of a team progressing. No two players on GGPR have been looking at the same angle, even on eco rounds, which is a very promising sign. Like I said, it really feels like the chemistry's coming together thick here. Although we're only up by 2 rounds, and we are keeping this, you know, maybe at least a slightly unbiased cast. As I always say, we give credit where credit's due. And a nice shot by Chats there. I'll give him credit for that. Yummy did get the initial kill there onto Axis, but great plays by TSS here, not hesitating at all and just getting down into lower, getting that control room kill. Let's see if he's able to back it up though. I'm referring to Raidza, who went down to 19 HP. He does get the kill onto Jay Leader despite him only having 19 health there. And Kai's definitely heard that. Did he hear that scope from Noda? Did he not hear that scope? I don't know if he's looking. He is looking. Noda's still going to hit the op kill. 1v2 situation. Raidza with 19 HP. He could be pistoled. I don't know if Noda has comms about their health. It's unknown right now if Noda knows the HP situation. He does go for the stick through the smoke, but C4 was too directly in the center of the smoke, I think, to pull off a stick there. Great half by both teams. Really can't ask for a better half than that. Especially in intermediate. I mean, this is some, this is at least some main level or higher chemistry we're seeing from both teams. So anyone who's just joining us, this is our academy team. They do have a positive record in ESCA Intermediate currently. Our advanced team played 2 days ago, so their next match isn't coming up quite yet. Not sure if you know off the top of your head when their next match is, Carve, but...
I believe it's tomorrow.
Okay, I think you did tell me that. So yeah, I think Advanced might be playing tomorrow, and there might also be an Academy match tomorrow. We'll have to confirm both of those next matches. Regardless, thank you everyone who's returning to the GGPR Twitch channel. That means you at least somewhat enjoy hearing my voice and Carv's voice. Big rush here at Inner. Is TSS able to hold it off? Maybe, maybe not. GGPR responding with 3 huge Glock kills there, including 2 headshots. That last little running shot from Yummy there. And J Leader, is he able to clean up Raidza there before he slips away? And J Leader is able to get him with a headshot there as he wraps around into the entrance to Hut. And so Academy coming out strong here, second half, going up 9-7. And this should be a fairly straightforward round. GGPR is going with 4 MAC-10s. I have to imagine this is either a full outer rush or a wrap to maybe ladder. I don't even think they'll have to do that. Do they realize Chats is so close? They don't, even though they dinked him to 3 HP. He's gonna sneak out and hit that CZ headshot onto Yummy, and that is not something you're gonna see too often. Noda with an incredible collateral there with the Mac. The timing was perfect on that. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to rotate the proper angle to not get pickled in here, because he's got Drew on the side. Drew not hitting that shot. He's gonna hit the second shot though, but that's only gonna be somewhat of a spam. Noda does hit that headshot into Raidza, but Drew trades him with the scout. Excuse me, it was not a spam. He was using a scout and not an op shot, so that's why that first bullet only did 48 damage.
And it looks like, to answer your question, tomorrow, it looks like currently both teams are scheduled to play. It looks like Advance is at 8 p.m. CST and Academy at 8:30 CST.
Okay, so for anyone who's wondering, we will be primarily casting the Advanced match tomorrow night, but we will jump in at the end of the Academy match if it's still going on to cast at least the last 3 rounds, especially if it looks like it's going overtime. So keep an eye out tomorrow on this Twitch channel. And let's see if GGPR is able to wrap into connector here. Axis responding with 2 huge FAMAS kills from Heaven. I think that's going to be enough to win the round for TSS here. But don't give up on Noda yet. He had 3 HP and he was looking in the right direction at Heaven. But he's not quite going to be able to get off what I like to call the ultimate Keanu Reeves reaction shot, because in that moment you would have had to hit a 0.1 second shot to not get killed with 3 HP. So a really nice try from Noda bringing that to a 1v1 there, but just not quite enough health to outlast. And let's see if Raids is able to... Yeah, he is going to line up those first two. A third headshot on his Simplicity. And that is potentially the most impressive play of the game from either team we've seen so far. Noda responding with two big deagle kills of his own there, including that 50 caliber headshot onto right hand side of Silo there, and he's falling back towards ramp area. He's got 46 HP. Is he gonna hit this first kill? He does. He almost picks up the second onto Chats. That's a 3 kill on the round for Noda. Let's see if J Leader can pull off this 1v2. He's only got 42 HP behind Silo. He is gonna go down to Chats, as Chats is gonna pick up the defuse here. And Squirtle is going to take what I believe is their first lead of the match tonight, 10-9. And it looks like Academy is going to use their second tactical timeout. I noticed the Academy team doesn't like to use too long of tactical timeouts, so... Yeah, it looks like it's getting unfrozen right there after I said that. Freeze time at 10 seconds left, and this is a huge round here, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going into. Academy team is on a full buy, and they certainly don't want to be put into a forced save next round. They're going 5 AKs towards ramp. Is Raidza going to be able to repeat what he did last round? He had his grenade out and not his rifle, so he's going to go down to 67 HP. This is something I've been calling out both teams for this game, is not having their rifles out in time. Raidza still getting 2 headshots there. How? And then Drew with another op headshot onto J Leader. Alani put in an intense 1v3 situation here. Axis does have 10 HP, but he's going to have to turn around and get shots before anything happens on Axis. And he's not quite able to turn around in time. He didn't quite realize how hot those enemies were behind him. So TSS rising 11-9 on the match. Chat's using an AUG of his own now. He is going to hit that spam through the smoke onto Yummy. It is a headshot as well. And Academy team already down vent despite the smoke grenade, except for Alani, who's staying up near door for now, potentially trying to get a late rotation kill there. Drew with a nice molly, but yeah, it's gonna force Simplicity to the left, and Drew following up with another nice op kill there. And Chats getting that final kill onto Alani, and Academy team is in a bit of a situation here now, Carve.
It ain't over till it's over. They'll figure something out. We've seen it.
That we have, that we have. So Academy on another full buy here. We'll have to pay close attention to how much damage they take near hut here. And unfortunately, 2 members of GGPR going down early. Axis getting a 3rd member of Academy down. Yummy did take out 1 member of TSS there and got Axis down to 67. Jay does finish Axis, but not before Noda went down. It's all up to Jay. Can he get this headshot onto Drew and then maybe get the 1v2 afterwards? Oh, and it looked like he had that headshot. How much health does Drew have? After that molly, he's only got 54, but Jay turning back around into hut and walking right into the arms of Raidza, who was absolutely prepared for that. So TSS going up 13-9, and the Academy team is gonna have to pull off a pretty serious round here to stay in this. TSS does have that Opper who just rotated out of garage towards CT spawn area. It's gonna be Drew. Oh, and Drew hitting Simplicity while he's blind. Or at least partially. I don't think Drew knows that there's a T right on him there. Oh, and Axis was waiting for that boost on J Leader. Not sure if Axis got some comms about that earlier. I believe he must have near connector. There's Alani going down near door. Putting TSS in a 2-man advantage. 4v2 on the round and only one member left of Academy this round. It's Yummy in control room. He makes some magic happen, not quite, and TSS going up 14-9 Carve. And it looks like Academy might be using their final timeout here. If TSS gets this round, they will be in a match point situation. So it looks like that it's going to encourage Academy to do a full buy here. They do have 4 helmets, only Yummy missing head armor at the moment. Just doesn't quite have enough cash for it. Oh, big kill from Drew onto Yummy, and here we go, Carve. This is all gonna play out at lower here. They already went down the stairs. Like you said, it's not over. GGPR in a 3v5 situation, and Drew with that double scope there to lower door. Oh, and Kai's, is he gonna get this knife? Alani didn't hear the knife. No! No! Ah, unfortunate flank there. Alani going down to Kai's, and that does happen from time to time when CTs are flanking aggressively on this map. And it looks like Academy still must have had a timeout left here, unless one of the previous timeouts was not theirs. Assuming it was tactical. So this is going to be match point for TSS. GGPR does have some rifles, Carve. They do have 4 rifles, even though that's 3 Galils we're seeing. Oh, Drew taking out J Leader. It's coming down to a 2v5 situation. Chats does only have 6 HP. Simplicity, though, unfortunately going down at the end. And well played by both teams. TSS happened to be the stronger team tonight, although they did drop first half by a single round, and they did lose second half pistol round. They came back strong defensively, their CT setups, and don't think this is anything to worry too much about. The academy team definitely showed some glimpses of newfound progression and chemistry, so looking forward to casting their next match.
Definitely, we saw some good plays regardless, and it was still a good game.
So join us tomorrow night for the advanced match broadcast. We'll be posting the time of that tonight and tomorrow. And after that, we will catch just the end of the academy match if we can. Shout out to all the the GGPR homies in chat. I'm sure we can get some hoodies. Just yeah, apparently DM Hamtaro, I'm like the jack of all trades apparently. But yeah, hit me up and we'll get that figured out, boys. So until tomorrow night, everybody rest well, especially all our players who will be competing tomorrow, even though I know all of you stay up till 5 a.m. playing ESEA pugs and Fall Guys, but other than that, have a safe and healthy night, everyone, and Carv and I will see you all tomorrow.
Later.